the divine intervention, a call to protect your soul. My beloved child, I am asking you to stop everything for just a moment. Please, quiet the noise of the world around you and listen to my words with the deepest parts of your heart. I have been watching over you with an intensity you cannot imagine. Last night, when you retreated into the shadows and thought you were entirely alone, I was there. I saw the hot tears you wiped away so quickly, hoping no one would notice the cracks in your strength. I witnessed the way your spirit trembled behind a wall of heavy silence. I saw the utter exhaustion in your soul as you spent your energy trying to convince everyone, your friends, your family, even yourself, that you were doing just fine. You wore a mask of happiness for the people around you, but deep inside, you were drowning in a sea of restlessness and emotional burnout. I was standing right beside you in the darkness while you stared at the ceiling for hours, paralyzed by the weight of the decision you are about to make. I heard every fearful thought that raced through your mind like a storm. I heard the silent conversations you held with yourself, the ones you were too afraid to ever speak out loud. I am coming to you now with an urgent message, because the path you are currently considering will wound you more deeply than you can possibly understand. Please, I beg of you, do not ignore this warning. Before you take that next step, before you finalize that choice, stop and listen. What you're currently looking at feels like the greatest opportunity of your life, but it is actually a clever disguise for the greatest pain you have ever known. In your mind, you have labeled this as progress. You are calling it a breakthrough, a blessing, or the long-awaited answer to your cries for help. But my child, I see what you are physically unable to see from where you stand. I see the hidden sorrow that is crouching right behind the initial excitement. I see the months of sleepless nights that would follow this choice. I see the heavy blanket of regret that would slowly consume your peace and your identity if you continue walking toward this destination. You are only looking at the very beginning of the road, but I am already standing at the finish line. This is the reason I can no longer remain silent. I did not stir your emotions today for no reason. I have intentionally interrupted your peace because I love you too much to let you walk blindly into a situation that will dismantle your spirit and damage your soul. My heart actually ached when I saw where this road ends for you. Yes, even now, my spirit is heavy because you do not yet realize how incredibly precious you are to me. You call this situation success, but I see destruction hiding just behind the door. You call it freedom, but I see the invisible chains waiting to wrap themselves around your heart. You call it love, but I see a betrayal and heartbreak that will leave you shattered. You call it security, but I see a lifetime of anxiety that will rob you of every bit of rest. I know how tired you are of the constant struggle. I know you are worn out from years of waiting for things to change. I know that a part of you feels a deep, gnawing desperation for any kind of relief. You are starving for something, anything, to finally go right. But you must understand that desperation has a way of making dangerous things look beautiful. Deep pain can make a lethal trap appear like a heaven-sent blessing. Intense loneliness can make a toxic connection feel like it was written in the stars. The enemy of your peace knows exactly how to disguise ruin so that it feels warm and comforting in the beginning. You continue to ask me for a blessing while you are simultaneously chasing the very thing that is blocking the bright future I have carefully prepared for you. I ask you to stay with me through every word of this message, because this warning is an act of pure mercy. I am not trying to punish you or hold you back from happiness. I am trying to protect the divine purpose and the light I placed inside you before you were ever born. There is a future designed specifically for your life that carries a peace the world cannot give, a healing that is total, and a joy that remains. However, the path you are eyeing right now leads directly away from the very prayers you have been crying out. You keep asking me to heal your heart, while you are simultaneously clinging tightly to the very habits and people that keep breaking it. You ask me for peace, while you are actively entertaining the very chaos that steals your rest. You ask me to open new doors for you, while you refuse to let go of the things that have closed the windows of heaven over your life. Within the next few minutes, you will finally understand why your spirit has felt so incredibly restless lately. That heaviness in your chest is not a random medical symptom or a mood swing. That discomfort inside your soul is not your imagination playing tricks on you. I have been trying to stop you before it is truly too late to turn back. I have been sending warnings through your intuition, through plans that mysteriously fell through confusion that clouded your mind, and through moments where something deep inside your gut whispered, "This is not right." But you kept trying to silence that internal voice because your emotions desperately wanted what your spirit knew was a threat to your future. My child, you must listen to me now. Not every open door is a gift from above. Not everything that feels good or provides a temporary rush of dopamine is beneficial for your long-term life. The enemy studies your wounds with great care. He watches your moments of loneliness. He watches your physical and mental exhaustion. He watches your mounting frustration with life. He then sends a counterfeit comfort that is specifically designed to slowly and quietly destroy everything I have built in your character. There is a reason this specific message reached your eyes and ears today. Heaven refused to stay quiet while you walked toward a cliff believing it was a flat path. I know you have tried to justify this in your mind. You tell yourself that this time things will be different or that you are strong enough to handle the fallout. You tell yourself that maybe this is finally your big break. But deep inside, your spirit has been profoundly uneasy because I never designed your soul to find a home inside of a compromise. That is why your heart has felt so divided lately. One part of you wants to rush forward into the excitement, but another part of you feels a chilling fear because somewhere in the depths of your being, you already sense the danger that lies ahead. Do not skip over this warning. The enemy always disguises the trap as a new peace, a new love, or a new success. But I see the end that you cannot see. Tonight, I must warn you that the darkness never shows the ending at the beginning. It only shows the thrill, the temporary pleasure, the quick emotional relief, and the immediate satisfaction. It hides the high price you will have to pay. It hides the spiritual emptiness that follows. It hides the crushing anxiety that always accompanies a compromise of your values. It hides the emotional damage that waits at the end of a path taken in disobedience to your own conscience. My child, if you could see what I see from my perspective, you would turn and run from this path immediately. I understand how exhausting it is to carry weights that feel invisible to everyone else. There were likely nights when you pleaded for clarity, only to feel as though your voice was echoing in an empty room. However, making a hasty decision at this moment could lead to a loss far greater than you realize. Please understand that these words aren't meant to criticize or shame you. Think of this as an intervention intended to protect you. I would much rather disrupt a moment of fleeting comfort now than see you deal with lasting scars and deep-seated regret further down the road. This is about ensuring your future remains secure and whole. I would rather confront you with the truth now than let you drift comfortably into destruction. The love I have for you is far too deep to allow me to stay silent while you walk away from the destiny I prepared with my own hands. You are standing at a massive crossroads right now. One path leads to a quick fix and hidden sorrow. The other leads to the magnificent life I dreamed for you before the world began. One road feels easier today, but carries a heavy price of pain tomorrow. The other road feels harder and more disciplined today, but it carries a reward of peace that nothing can take away. I know your human nature wants immediate relief. I know you are tired of fighting the same battles, tired of resisting temptation, and tired of waiting for better days that never seem to arrive. But you must remember that the enemy always tries to rush people into making impulsive decisions that heaven has not sanctioned. I do not lead my children through confusion, high-pressure tactics, fear, or emotional chaos. I lead through the still, small voice of wisdom, through the clarity of truth, and through a peace that passes understanding. I am speaking with such urgency because time is of the essence. If you delay listening to this warning, you may step into a season of pain that was never intended for your life. There are some wounds that take decades to heal. There are some choices that leave scars deeper than your skin. Because I love you, I am standing directly in front of this decision tonight, asking you to stop before the door clicks shut. Please hear my heart. I am not against your happiness. I am fighting for your soul. I am trying to save you from tears you haven't even cried yet. I am protecting you from a regret you haven't felt yet, and an emptiness you cannot yet imagine. My child, you have no idea how many thousands of times I have already protected you from destruction that you never even knew was there. You thought certain delays in your career or life were a punishment, but they were actually my protection. You thought certain closed doors were a personal rejection, but they were actually my mercy shielding you from something worse. You thought certain relationships ending meant I had abandoned you, but I was simply removing the people who would have eventually destroyed your future. Even now, while you are questioning this warning, I am covering you with a love that knows no bounds. I am guarding your destiny with everything I am. I am fighting spiritual battles around you that your human eyes cannot perceive. Please, listen to me. Slow down your pace. Pray with a sincere heart before you move another inch. Do not let a temporary emotion make a permanent decision that your spirit will later regret. Do not let a season of loneliness choose who you spend your future with. Do not let fear choose the direction of your life. Do not let your own impatience lead you away from my grand purpose. I know the specific plans I have for you. I know the peace that is waiting just around the corner. I know the healing that is already prepared for your life. But for you to reach those things, you must trust me enough to walk away from what looks good but carries a hidden poison. This moment is not a coincidence. This message reached you because heaven itself intervened before you could take your next step into the dark. I love you too much to watch you destroy the beautiful thing I am building in you. Stop everything for a second. Do not rush past these words. Do not let your phone, your work, or your worries pull your attention away from this revelation. This moment is sacred. I arranged this encounter before this day ever began. Before you woke up this morning, I knew I would meet you here. I know your heart is weary. I know your spirit is carrying things you cannot explain to a single soul. I need your full attention because what I am saying could save you from a weight you were never meant to carry. I saw the decision forming in your heart long before you ever spoke a word of it. I saw the logic you were using to convince yourself it was okay. I watched you try to tell yourself that maybe this would finally fill the hole in your chest. But my child, what looks perfect from the outside is often hollow within. What feels like a spark now will become a wildfire that burns your peace later. I am not speaking to shame you. I am not here to point a finger. I am here as a father who sees his child running toward a fire and calls out to save them. You are frustrated because things haven't gone your way. You're tired of watching others succeed while you feel stuck in the mud. Because you are weary, you have become a target for lies. The enemy tells you that you've suffered enough and that you deserve a shortcut. But shortcuts usually lead to dead ends. I stayed awake with you every night you couldn't sleep. I stood by you when anxiety made it hard to breathe. I was there when you felt invisible. That unsettled feeling in your stomach, that was me. Those plans that fell through at the last minute, that was me. I am trying to slow you down because I love the person you are becoming. I see your entire destiny, not just your current mood. This isn't just about one choice, it's about your whole life. It's about whether you will trust the one who created you or the one who wants to distract you. It is not too late. You can still choose a different path. You can still trust my voice. Your soul was never meant to survive on the bread of compromise. I have something so much better for you, a peace that is real and a love that is true. Stay in the light, my child, and watch how I lead you into a future more beautiful than anything you could have ever planned for yourself.